to be selfish. There's foolish selfishness, as in where you just do stuff to meet your immediate needs, immediate satisfaction of those needs, with a complete disregard for everybody around you. That's foolish selfishness, because you live with other people, and therefore do enough things to, excuse my language, wind them up, piss them off, you will no longer be with those people. So that's not very intelligent. Intelligent selfishness is recognising that it's in your interest to have the people around you happy. So you're not doing them a favour. You're not going, oh, I've done you a big favour by letting you, do this or letting you do that. No. That's to your advantage. Yes, there's an expression, happy wife, happy life. Same thing applies, happy husband, happy boyfriend, happy life, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing. If the person you're with is happy because you're connected to them, that will help you. If the person you're with is miserable because, you don't give a crap about them, that's not going to help you. That's not very bright. So be clever, use your brains. It's not about ignoring the other person. If you ignore the other person or use the other person, misuse the other person, it will not work. It does not work. So, my problem is when I walk, I speed up and then leave Suzanne behind. I don't know why I speed up when I walk. Passion, I suppose. It's an expression of passion. That's what I'm saying anyway. Probably can't see my face, but hopefully you can hear my whittering voice. So there you go. And we're coming to the Hermitage, so I'm going to stop now. Bye. Recently, as in a few months ago, there was a documentary with four celebs in quotes walking the Camino, where they were kind of skipping bits of it, and this albergue, this hermitage, was featured and was slated by one of the celebrities because, as a black person, she was asked where she came from. She said England, and they were a little bit unclear about that because they wanted to know her heritage. People are interested in heritage, but apparently, asking questions about heritage is indicative of racism. I mean, as a therapist, I ask questions about heritage, and people are always funny about it because they think you're being racist, when in actual fact, I just want to know your context. And these people want to know context. They want to know about where you come from, where you've been. They're actually interested in you. Been in here before. They're a lovely bunch of people, and they're actually interested. They run an albergue in the middle of nowhere with, very, very few supplies, and they're actually interested in people. So when they ask you where you come from, just say your heritage, say who you are. They're actually interested, and they live in the middle of bloody nowhere. So, they don't get to meet many people other than those that walk through their doors. So, give them a break, be polite, and don't bring along your own prejudices and assumptions about what people mean. Okay? This is a bridge, or the bridge, after the Hermitage. It's actually very pretty. I'm going to try and get a side view of it. But it's a really pretty bridge. Let's have a look. It's a nice long medieval bridge. Isn't that nice? Oh yeah, and this thing about people's cultures and whatever, you meet people and sometimes they ask you your name, okay, and I say my name is Carlos. And they, they're in the middle of shaking your hand, and they hold my hand for a bit longer and they look at me, okay? And what they see is, rather than a sort of a dark-haired, brown-eyed a Spanish person named Carlos, they see blonde hair and grey eyes. Now, that doesn't make them racist. And they pause and they look at me and they wait for an answer, and I just say, yes, I'm English. My mother's Spanish, and I explain my heritage. I don't take it as some sort of racism because they look at me and then thinking, well, he doesn't look Spanish. He doesn't have the right to be called Carlos. It's not like that. It really isn't like that. And for anybody who says, well, as a white person you haven't experienced racism, Well, I was born and bred in Streatham, Brixton. I went to school in Brixton, and I assure you, I've experienced racism. Don't think only people of colour can experience racism. People of colour can be racist, just like everyone else. So no, people are curious about where you come from, who you are, why you're here, what you're doing. And you know, they don't mean it in a bad way, they're not judging you, they're curious. So yeah, play nice. Oh yeah, on the note of racism, yes, Suzanne is aware that my maternal grandfather is she laughs, she's laughing in the background.
No, I don't think this needs to be made.
Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around so Suzanne can defend herself. You don't think this needs to be made as part of the video, you're going to say?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll explain it and let the crowd judge. Let the public decide. Okay. My maternal grandfather, as in my mother's father, was like me, as in a boy, obviously, being a grandfather. But he was tall, and I'm tall-ish, and he was blonde. He's a big man, yes, and he was blonde, and he's a Spaniard. And my darling wife says he obviously isn't Spanish, and he's some sort of escapee from Nazi Germany.
Well, because a lot of Nazis escaped to Spain after World War II. But obviously, as Hitler and Franco were good friends, a number disappeared, shall we say. But unfortunately, the dates don't add up.
Unfortunately, see that? Unfortunately, Carlos, you're not a Nazi.
So,
you're not of Nazi stock. Yeah, so go on, say it, go on.
So it's just a bit of a joke, really.
It's a joke, yeah. We're all laughing, us Nazis. We think it's really funny. Ooh, how we chuckle. So yes, I even experienced racism in my own home from my darling wife, because apparently I'm not Spanish enough. I'm too blonde and too, blue-eyed or grey-eyed or whatever.
Suspicious, what can we say?
She's suspicious.
It's suspicious.
Her theory is, he got out early or late or something. I can't remember what it was. Trying to adjust the time. Jump ship early. Yeah, Hitler Youth or something. Who knows? Yes. So apparently, I'm Aryan. So it's great, isn't it? Not there's anything wrong with being German or anything like that.
Precisely,
yes.
Just digging holes. This really wasn't fit for public.
This is why she wasn't fit. Politically incorrectness. Yes. So peaceful. I want to say it, they're beautiful, aren't they? Sunflowers are lovely. Spain, that's for Spain. For Spain, that is really flat. Apparently, according to some chappie we spoke to, other than Switzerland, Spain is the most mountainous country in Europe. Mountainous, hilly, I don't know. It's very hilly. Oh dear. It's 10:41. Getting a bit warm. It's 28 degrees. We're about 5 minutes out from a town, and then 5k on from that will be the end of this stage. It's warm. I'm really cooking here. Every little bit of shade is most welcome, and there's a little stand of trees coming up. So I'm looking forward to that. How you doing, darling?
Okay.
There you go, she's okay. I'm boiling. Anyway. This is the way into Framista. They cross over the lock. This is all new, plain, you can see it's new. It's to do with there's a ride on the canal now for the Camino. But they've widened this. You can see they've chopped away. It used to be quite narrow here. See, this has been removed. It was narrower. It was much narrower. And it didn't have all this dead stuff floating near the lock. So, yeah. Yeah, it shows you a church, but they're never open.